Nobody expected a 150-meter race to dominate the sprint conversation this season. But that is exactly what happened in Ostrava. Noah Lyles crossed the line in 14.67 seconds, officially setting the fastest ever time for the 150 meters on a track. Headlines immediately appeared everywhere. Some fans even started asking the biggest question possible. Does this mean Noah Lyles is actually faster than Usain Bolt? At first glance, it sounds believable. Bolt's famous run was 14.35 seconds, while Lyles now owns the official world best. But if Bolt ran faster, why doesn't he still hold the record? The answer is much more interesting than most people realize. To understand it, we need to go back almost 17 years. The 150 meters has always been one of the strangest sprint distances. It is not part of the Olympic Games. It is not contested at the World Championships, and elite sprinters rarely race it. Because of that, there are very few opportunities to compare performances across generations. Back in 2009, only weeks after breaking both the 100 and 200 meter world records in Berlin, Usain Bolt appeared at the Manchester Street Games. Instead of running inside a stadium, the organizers built a temporary straight track through the city streets. Bolt exploded down that straight and stopped the clock at an astonishing 14.35 seconds. For years, many people simply considered it the fastest 150 meters ever run. So why is Noah Lyles now officially recognized as the record holder with a slower time? The key difference is where the race took place. Bolt's performance happened on a completely straight temporary course. Lyles competed inside a stadium, starting on a curve before entering the home straight. World athletics keeps separate record categories because these races are fundamentally different. Running 150 meters on a straight allows an athlete to stay perfectly balanced from start to finish. Every stride can be directed forward with almost no lateral forces. A curved track changes everything. Athletes must lean into the bend, control centrifugal forces, and slightly adjust both stride length and body position. Even the inside and outside legs produce force differently while negotiating the turn. Those small adjustments cost precious hundredths of a second. That is why Bolt's 14.35 remains one of the greatest sprint exhibitions ever seen, while Lyles' 14.67 stands as the fastest officially recognized performance on a standard athletics track. So the numbers are not really competing against each other. They belong to different versions of the same distance. Still, Lyles' run deserves enormous respect. In fact, it perfectly demonstrated why many experts believe he is currently the most dangerous sprinter in the world. Unlike many elite 100-meter runners, Lyles often looks almost relaxed during the opening phase of a race. His real weapon appears later. As the distance progresses, his maximum velocity becomes incredibly difficult to match. Sports scientists have repeatedly pointed out that Lyles generates exceptional step frequency while maintaining excellent sprint mechanics. His legs cycle extremely quickly without his upper body becoming tense. Usain Bolt approached sprinting differently. Standing 1.95 meters tall, Bolt relied heavily on his extraordinary stride length. Once fully upright, he covered enormous amounts of ground with every step, allowing him to separate from the field despite taking fewer strides. Lyles represents almost the opposite philosophy. He is shorter, naturally quicker through his stride cycle, and depends on maintaining a blistering cadence during the second half of the race. Watching slow-motion footage makes the contrast obvious. Bolt looked almost effortless, floating down the track with huge, powerful strides. Lyles appears explosive, constantly attacking the ground with rapid leg turnover while gradually building speed. Different mechanics, different body types, the same outcome, world-class sprinting. The race in Ostrava also featured another athlete attracting enormous attention. Australian teenager Gout Gout. Many fans have already started calling him the next Bolt, largely because of his tall frame, relaxed running style, and incredible potential at such a young age. Although comparisons to Bolt may be premature, there is no denying that Gout continues to develop at an impressive rate. Competing against someone as accomplished as Noah Lyles provided another valuable learning experience, and his performance showed once again why Australia is becoming one of the most exciting sprint nations to watch. For Lyles, however, the victory carried a different meaning. It was another statement that he can win over more than just the traditional championship distances. Every season, he seems to add another impressive performance to his resume, and confidence is clearly growing within his camp. The biggest question now is whether this momentum can continue into the next major championships. If Lyles stays healthy, there are very few athletes capable of matching his finishing speed. His combination of experience, championship composure, and elite top-end velocity makes him the favorite whenever races extend beyond the first explosive 30 meters. But sprinting has never been predictable. One poor start, one perfectly timed race from a rival, or one emerging young star can completely rewrite the story. That uncertainty is exactly why fans love this sport. So what do you think? Does Noah Lyles deserve to be considered the fastest sprinter in the world right now? Or do you believe Usain Bolt's Manchester performance remains the greatest display of pure speed ever produced over 150 meters? Let me know your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoy sprint analysis, record breakdowns, and the stories behind the fastest athletes on the planet, don't forget to subscribe, because the next chapter of sprinting is already unfolding.